It may be April Fool's Day, but these columns are no joke. First up,
Jan Moya. Bring on Megan's candle of grievance with sobbing crystal petals. Whatever she's selling, I'm buying.
what in the free photos on Canva is this? I had no idea that Jan was an anti-capitalist.
Quinn's Bach coffee, tomato leaf soup, taste a pack of salmon sperm injections.
The problem is, though, that it's the Duchess of Sussex that is selling things, who, according to Jan,
walks among mere mortals, simply itching to enlighten us all on how to be, where to shop, who to adore, whether invited to or not.
You don't have to be invited to start a that's not how business works. Do you think she goes into Target and is like,
Target walks around mere mortals, itching to enlighten us on gay nutcrackers and faux farmhouse style from Chip and Joanna Gaines?
And then because obviously she has been so concerned about the conspiracies surrounding Kate, she rewrites Meghan Markle's history and accuses her of marrying Prince Harry to move up the ladder. Then she ends with, be serious. No wacky conspiracy theories on this page if you don't mind. Not to mention the fact that it would have been lucrative and probably less stressful if she had stayed on Suits and continued to expand the TIG. I'm not saying that marrying Prince Harry did not garner name recognition, but not to mention the fact that they would not have left the firm if it wasn't for the British media, and the lack of support from the firm, including finding a half-in, half-out solution where they could continue to work on behalf of then Queen Elizabeth. Here's another good line.
Let's all dig deep and online shop till we drop to keep this young couple in the luxury to which they have become accustomed and feel that they deserve.
I cannot believe the audacity of people living in late-stage capitalism to want to make money, to live the kind of lifestyle that they are accustomed to or aspire to. Are these sickos? As if somehow their business venture should be altruistic. Ultimately, though, Jan is just concerned that American Riviera orchard will taint the monarchy with an unsavory strain of commercialism. That would be a real shame. Moving right along.
Patronella Wyatt is back and she's got thoughts on the British royal family.
Have to mention this before we get started. Wyatt is a longtime friend of Camilla Parker Bowles. The Princess of Wales's true service has been in saving William from wallowing like his brother. Yes, because a woman's job is to regulate the emotions of a man. Quote, I am not concerned about the state of the crown. It is only numbskulls who claim it is in crisis. Unlike democracy, the British monarchy, because it values tradition, avoids becoming a self-limiting disease. Tell me what you really feel about the American Revolution. Not that democracy is perfect, let's be clear, but one would call it an American tradition. Because we are nothing if not reductive, we must compare Kate to Meghan. There are only two kinds of royals in this world, the sanguine and the chronically unhappy. The latter, including Meghan, kick and squall against their fate, seeing the golden chalice as one filled with poison, and hoping like Christ it will pass from their lips. Oh, okay, this one. She says of Catherine that this sort of royal sees not what they can't do, but what they can, perceiving that public service is not a prison, but a means of liberation from futility. When I think liberation, I think marrying into a very old institution with a clear hierarchy. Somebody call Gloria Steinem. The feminist dream has been realized. Petronella credits Kate with softening Prince William's attitude, especially towards the British media. But that's not what happened.
Prince William has come to terms with the idea that he is going to be king one day, and that the media coverage of his progress to becoming king is going to be an important part of the way he's perceived.
That last part was perceived in the world. That is important to remember. Prince William was not chummy with the press. He hated the press. He hated what they did to his mother. He was very standoffish with them as a teenager, but eventually just accepted what his role was going to be and the relationship he would have to have with the press. It's sad that there so far has not been someone that sees another path forward. Moving right along. Kate's strength has made me ashamed, and there's one self-pitying remark I'll now always regret. These columns are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I do not mean that in a disparaging way. She is the heiress of Cocoa Puffs, which is why she doesn't get along with this one. I want to be extremely clear that I am focused on the language here and not the actual announcement from Catherine, the Princess of Wales. I wish her a speedy recovery. I'm not going to read this entire paragraph, but it's wild. As I watched Kate's video message, I was clutching a cushion, strangling sobs that made my throat hurt. I'm so sorry. It feels like a creative writing prompt. Very telling that She could only see the woman behind the immaculate outfits because of this moment. But really plays against the argument that makes some people angry that one of the things that makes Catherine such a good future queen is that you can kind of project anything onto her that you want out there in the public. Not being sarcastic, I'm not saying this is an insult. That is actually a very hard thing to do. But what she actually wants to do is use Kate as an example of stiff upper lip. Quote, "What a contrast, a revelation, when we are all encouraged to wallow, to own our own sorrow, to self-care above all else, a message disseminated by self-help books, podcasts, soothing products, and candles." What a dangerous message to put out there. What an inhumane way to look at people, to look at Catherine, the Princess of Wales, as if anything less than stoicism would devalue her pain. Not to mention, remember the whole mental health thing that the royals are focused on? You're not helping. She writes about how when her mother, who was crippled by arthritis, was asked how she was doing, she said fine. God, I really miss the days when we pushed down our pain and just smiled through it, leading to perhaps other physical and mental problems. But also, what did candles do to you? What an April Fool's for royal op-eds, or as I like to call it, Monday.